hate that people think that I'm an actor, but I mean, I don't have time to care about that. I have to keep going.
A Florida school shooting survivor opens up to CBS 2 after he became the target of a conspiracy theory. And some are calling the teen a phony and a fraud tonight.
And adding fuel to the fire is a story our Andrea Fujii reported on last summer. Andrea joins us now with the students' reaction to the skeptics. Andrea.
Well, Pat and Rick, I interviewed David Hogg last August in Redondo Beach, and now that story has gone viral, with skeptics claiming David doesn't even live in Florida. But CBS News has confirmed he is a Stoneman Douglas High School student.
You haven't taken a single bill for mental health care or gun control and passed it.
17-year-old David Hogg is one of several Stoneman Douglas students leading the charge against gun violence after 17 of his classmates and teachers were killed. He's been interviewed by CBS News and other major networks multiple times. We caught up with him after he was in town for Dr. Phil and CNN interviews.
I need to make these people's voices heard so that they don't die in vain.
But now some people are questioning his motives after it was discovered we did a story with him last year. David was visiting family and friends in Los Angeles when he recorded a confrontation between one of his friends and a Redondo Beach lifeguard.
He said, "I didn't know it was a crime to put your board on the trash can."
There's now a growing social media backlash against him, some even claiming he's an actor, a pawn for the left wing. One person tweeted, "Wow, this kid David Hogg somehow find his way in front of a camera from coast to coast, from California to Florida. David Hogg must be building his fake news resume credentials." And another, "These kids were all given talking points. David Hogg, you sicken me." David says he doesn't understand the resentment.
I witnessed this event. Why are you guys doing this to me? I'm trying to be as well-spoken as possible because these politicians won't.
David's father is former FBI, but he claims, despite some speculation, his dad has nothing to do with his views.
I am not fed any lines. My father is a retired FBI agent. I'm not working with him or anybody else on this. I'm speaking from my heart.
And David says he hid once he heard the first gunshot that day. 4 of his younger sister's friends were killed. He says he's not sure if he'll ever return to Stoneman Douglas High School and must figure out where he'll finish his education. Pat and Rick, back to you.